ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 ॐ ऋतगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्। Hari Om and Suprabhatam. Welcome to today's session, the last session of the series. Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 31. ॐ अमृतांशूद्भवो भानुशशबिन्दुः सुरेश्वरः औषधं जगतः सेतुः satya dharma parakramah bhutabhavya bhavannathah pavanah pavano nalah kamaha kamakritkantah kamah kamapradah prabhu युगादिकृद्युगावर्तो नैकमायो महाशनः अदृश्यो व्यक्तरूपश्च सहस्रजिदनन्त्यजित् इष्टो विशिष्टशिष्टेष्टः शिखण्डी नहुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकृत्कर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधरः अच्युतः प्रथितः प्राणः प्राणदो वासवानुजः अपां निधिरधिष्ठानमप्रमत्तः प्रतिष्ठितः. We have seen the first and the second, Achyutaha and Prathitaha. While seeing Prathitaha, we saw how Bhagavan's glory, how Bhagavan is known, he is renowned for his very creation, the beauty in his creation. While focusing on the beauty of creation in the external world, we should also focus on our internal world. How beautiful is Bhagavan's creation in our internal Jagat, the inner world. This physical body, made up of Panchamahabhuta, is so beautifully designed, it is unimaginable. Look at every part of this creation's function, its, the shape, its function, and so beautifully, so comfortably, so conveniently placed. None of us, not even the bestest scientists, I know my English is wrong, even the bestest most scientists can never ever think of creating such a beautiful physical body. Again, think of the physical body of all the animals. Look at the way they function. Look at how Prakriti functions through them. A bird which appears to be insignificant for our life is most important for the movement of our life in the most convenient way. We don't understand. Why? For me, it doesn't make any difference. A dog, a donkey, a horse, an elephant, every single creature, a mosquito in particular, we look at it so, in a very low manner. But everything contributes to our living in this life in the way we are living. A bird eating all those fruits in the trees, its droplets causes so many jivas to come up as plants and trees. And they are all required for the environmental perfection. Today, environmental science is a huge branch of knowledge by itself. Today, we are worried about the ozone layer. Today, we are worried about the climate change. We are worried about the climatic conditions. We don't know how the climate is functioning. We don't know how it will turn. We don't know what all the calamities that will come up. A volcano, a tsunami, an earthquake, everything appears disastrous, but they are all beautifully coined in the scheme of creation. Think. Every single creation cannot be neglected. Similarly is this physical body. Every part, not a single part is redundant. Please think. Not a single millimeter of our part is redundant. Though it also gives a very beautiful knowledge here. In case a part of the body is amputated, still we can survive, but every part plays its role. Think. How beautiful is this creation? What more do we require? What more sakshi do we require to glorify Bhagavan's creation? Think. If the outer sthula sharira is like that, think about the inner sharira. The very thought which you are trying to bring in is the glory of Bhagavan. Our quality and texture of thoughts is decided by us, no doubt. But even it is decided because of what? Through our samskaras. And when samskaras are very good, our thought pattern is very good. The quality and texture of thoughts is very good. And when the quality and texture of thoughts are very good, then our actions are very good. Look at the pattern of the thoughts and look at the subsequent actions performed. What makes it do all this? What is it that which makes the intelligence to function, and how are we discriminating and choosing? Right, wrong, indifferent, that is immaterial. That again goes with our vasanas, again goes with our samskaras, again goes with our desires. However, this physical body is able to function because of the commandments of the mind. The quality and texture of thoughts in the mind is dependent upon the quality of our intellect, our ability to discriminate between right and wrong, good and bad, pleasant, unpleasant, conducive, unconducive. Think. Look at all these aspects of a personality. Look at the creation, and who created? I cannot. Think. That is why he is called Prathita. Why Prathitaha? The most renowned, the only renowned power, the energy, the very presence, the highly immutable self, Bhagavan. Is there a need to show something? The glorification of Bhagavan need not be done through the external world, though they also contribute and make us feel, make us look at awe. It's an awe. For the sake of these classes which I am conducting, for the convenience of the people who watch, we brought this TV. And whenever I take a break from my regular sadhana, I watch some of these natural YouTube channels where this natural nature rather is being shown. A very, very beautiful sadhana to watch that nature and know the glory of Bhagavan. How beautiful is technology? Who developed that technology? Human beings. If human beings have developed such a technology, again, what is it that energizes this power of creation? The technology. Think. At every given stage of our life, the only thing which we have to remember is the glory of Bhagavan, because of whom everything is happening. Even the worst person who is very sensuous, who is creating a havoc in the world outside, who is creating a calamity in the human life, even he is able to function because of the blessings of Bhagavan. And why did Bhagavan create that? To make us understand what we are not supposed to do. Therefore, looking at everything positively, we will find the glory of Bhagavan, Jagat Utpatyadi Karma Bhihi. Now look at that. Utpatti is not only the Sthula Prapancha, but look at the Sukshma Prapancha. Look at the Karana Prapancha. How the Vasanas are created, how our karmas are loaded as Sanchita Karma at the higher level, and then the Sanchita Karma bringing a Prarabdha Karma packet to us, and that Prarabdha Karma driving us to function in a particular fashion with intelligence. If we can discriminate and reduce our karma, if we can reduce adding up to the Sanchita Karma, our packets are smaller and smaller, and then we can reach the higher self, where Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam na vidyate. Think. Even this ability to discriminate and reach Him and become one with Him. In fact, there is nothing called becoming. When the knowledge dawns in us, we are that Brahman. Vedanta says this whole Prakriti, this whole creation is Maya Kalpita. Even for us to understand that it does not exist, it is Maya Kalpita Jagat and I am part of it, Mithya Jagat, it requires intelligence and that intelligence is also provided by Bhagavan. What more Sakshi we need? Therefore, Prathitaha is one of the beautiful names of Bhagavan and it takes us through the path of our own life towards Him. Think. Prathitaha. And then next Nama is Pranaha. This we have seen. In the 66th Nama we have seen the very life principle. Prana, He gives prana to every single organism, single unicellular to this multi-complex man. He has given complete prana shakti and it is that prana which makes us even recognize who we are. Whether in the secular world or in the Paramartha Jivana, we will find we are nothing but Parabrahma Swarupa also, and for that to happen, this prana is required. For us to function efficiently in the world outside, express ourselves in full measure, and create goodness everywhere, we require that inner energy, both physically, emotionally, intellectually, and the very life principle itself is also called prana. Think. In Ramayana, Ramchandraji says, even if prana go, vachan should not go. But that prana is important, isn't it? We had made a mention. Abraham Lincoln, Robert Einstein, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Chinmayananda. Think. All of them are great stalwarts in this world who has brought a tremendous change. When? When they were alive. When the pranas were functioning. The moment pranas go, not a single word can they ever say. Think. Therefore, prana is extremely wonderful aspect of a human being's development, every single creature's life. And that prana is nothing but Bhagavan. It is Bhagavan who in and through pervades the whole universe, in and through pervades me, in and through pervades everything. Nothing can exist without prana shakti. Therefore, pranaha. Sutratmana prajaha pranayati iti pranaha. The one who is in the form of pranas, the one who is in the form of energy, the one who is in the form of the very life principle. Continuing. Pranadaha. One who is the prana and who gives prana. What is this giving prana? He activates, he energizes all our Shakti. And in everybody, Suranam, Asuranam cha yatha sankhyam pranam balam dadati iti pranadaha. Without prana, there is no Shakti at all. You can demonstrate it for yourself. Simple. Take one week nirjala. Oh, you better. 2 days. No, 1 day. 1 day sufficient. Morning 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. 24 hours. Nirjala Nirahara Vrata. You take. 1 day for the sake of Bhagavan. No commenting, no lamenting, no reference, no preparation. Think. No prayashchitta karma also. Meaning what? Eating very well after or eating well before. Nothing. One day just stop. Nirjala nirahara vrata. By evening, look at the mind's desperation. Why the mind will become desperate? Because I become so weak. One day ahara, if we don't have, we are so tired. And try that the second day without break. Try. Certain things, we have to give ourselves the trial. And it is pratyaksha pramana. Personal, subjective, private experience of what? Of nirjala nirahara vrata phalam. What is that phalam? Swamiji, today I can't watch your class. Why? Oh, yesterday full I did not have anything, Swamiji, nirjala nirahara vrata. Therefore I am very tired. Think. Look at Bhagavan. Suranam, Asuranam cha, Yathasankyam. Yathasankyam in what? Every single person, not one person left out. Pranam balam dadat iti pranadaha. The one who gives the prana, the one who gives the life energy, who brings that very action in the living creatures. Gurudev would say, action is the signature of life in an organism. If that action has to function very well, the organism must be lively. Lively meaning what? Not just alive, but it should be lively. And this life in every organism is Bhagavan. Therefore, he is called as Pranadaha. Then the question comes, Swamiji, I can understand. But why this context? Suranam, Asuranam, why is it said? Because Bhagavan is impartial. When it comes to natural eligibility, everybody is eligible to live comfortably. He provides what he has to provide. But it is we, out of our own intelligence or out of our own stupidity, we make our life either miserable or wonderful. That he is not responsible, please. Think. If celestial beings have made heaven and asuras have made a hell of themselves, it is not Bhagavan who is responsible. Why? Bhagavan has given equally the prana shakti to Suranam, Asuranam, Yathasankyam. Think. He has given. But we, Balam Dadati, he has given enough strength in both. Think. And what we do with that balam, what we do with that prana shakti, what we do with that life given to us is purely ours. Bhagavan will stand apart and then laugh at us. That's all. Therefore, Bhagavan is impartial and he gives everything to everybody impartially. Whatever he has to give. Think. That is why Puja Gurudev often said, what you have is his gift to you. What you do with what you have is your gift unto him. So what we have to do, we have to decide. He will not decide. Our prarabdha karma decides. Our sanchita karma decides. Our karmas which we are doing now decides our future. But what he has done, pranadaha. He has given the prana. And then he says, idam na mama. Pranadaha. Anna rupena pranam dadati iti pranadaha. Anna rupena. What is anna rupa? We are eating, we are drinking, we are surviving, and because of which we are able to function in the world outside. That anna is also created by whom? Bhagavan. We may plow the land, we may sow the seed, we may water them. But for that plant to come, grow and give back what we wanted actually, for which we had done, it is not in our hands. We can only prepare everything, but what happens is his decision. That is why karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu. Why? Karma phala data is Bhagavan only. And therefore pranadaha. Anna rupena pranam dadati. One, now look at this very translation which I have given a little elaborately. One who is in the form of earth. Earth is annam. Atmosphere. Because we take a lot from our atmosphere. That is also food for the body. Sun. We take the sun rays. If there are no sun rays, we can't survive. Simple. You may give 123,000 logics. But we cannot survive. Simple as that. This body which has been created cannot survive without sun. It requires that energy. Moon, stars, air, water and so on, which are all necessary for life to go on smoothly. All these are, I cannot provide sun. I can only provide SON sun. And even that also it is Bhagavan's kripa only, not anybody's kripa. I have no capacity or ability to create one sun. I only create probably a condition, but it is Bhagavan's decision to have a sun or a sun. Even the SUN sun, I cannot create. Moon, I cannot create. None of them can I create. And I claim so much about myself. So much of tarif I do about myself. When I cannot do even any petty thing, I cannot create one grain of sand. Think. All that are necessary for our life is provided by Bhagavan. Is it not? These for the very life of all Jivarashi, just not me. And they actually create the life chain. Look at that beautiful, creation of Bhagavan. It's a beautiful chain. Today, for me to sit inside a house and enjoy whatever is there, it requires so many infrastructures and atmosphere, and then I can have one morsel of food. And then we claim ourselves to be, I am that, I am this. Think. Pranadaha. Vasava anujaha. Anujaha means brother. Vasava is Indra Devata. Now who is Vasavaha? The real meaning is Adityanam Kashyapat as Adityam, not Adityana. Adityam Kashyapat Vasas Vasavasya Anujaha. Vasava here refers to Indra Devata, and Aditi and Kashyapa are the parents. To him was born Vamana Avatara. Vamana was born to Aditi and Kashyapa, and his brother Anuja was Indra. Therefore he is called as Vasavanujaha. Apam Nidhihi. Nidhihi means what? Storehouse, treasure. Apam. Apa means water. He is the storehouse of water, meaning the very ocean. And remember, 2/3 of our globe is water only. This earth where we are surviving, 2/3 of it is water only. And that much is required. Think. What a beautiful creation. How beautifully a land is brought in between, and islands are brought in between. Everything is an island only from a highest standpoint, because the whole globe, everything is water all around. Is it not? And how beautifully they function. Bhagavan's Ashirvadam is the ocean of water. Gallons and gallons, hundreds and thousands of gallons of water in the form of rivers flow into the ocean. Ocean remains unaffected. Surya Devata, because of his kirana, he evaporates that very water, brings in clouds, again pours as rain, again water. There is a cycle, beautifully created. And that cycle is required. Why? Because of the rains, you and I are able to eat food today. Think. How wonderful is the creation. For that, water is a very necessary. The first important factor is water. And such an amount of water is beautifully maintained and organized all through the globe, isn't it? And Bhagavan himself says, we will see that here. What is apam nidhihi? Apaha yatra nidhiyante saha apanidhihi. The reservoir, storehouse of water, which is ocean. And you can also include ponds, lakes, rivers, everything are included in that. Everything is nothing but water. All are nothing but expression of Bhagavan, or rather Bhagavan himself working as water to take care of this whole universe. In the Bhagavad Gita he says, Sarasam Asmi Sagaraha. With reference to water, I am the ocean. It is we irresponsible people divide it as Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, China Ocean, like that. But it is one and the same Bhagavan. Think. In the Ramayana it is said, Samudra iva gambhirye. Samudra iva gambhirye. It is so gambhira. Dhairyena himavan iva, it is said in Ramayana. What does that mean? The gambhiryata of the water is seen in the depth of the ocean. While the superficial ocean may have innumerable waves that come up, rise up and again fall down, everything is nothing but water. Though there is so much of activity in the outer surface of the ocean, the inner columns of the ocean has expressed its gambhiryata. A silent, highly active ocean is very quiet, at the same time the most majestic. And it is in this deeper ocean we find all pearls and so many precious aspects of life. Look at as I said, if you can open up the YouTube and see the beauty of the quality, the kind, the size, the design of the fishes, the plants. Think. The gems, pearls, everything is available in that ocean. And it is nothing but Bhagavan himself. Therefore, he himself is apam nidhihi, the very treasure house, the storehouse, the reservoir of all waters. Adhishthanam. Adhishthanam meaning substratum. This also we have discussed several times. He is the Brahman as the material cause, is the very substratum, and that is the very Swarupa, the truth of everything. Adhitishtanti bhutani upadana karanatvena brahma iti adhishthanam. He is the very substratum, he is the very adhara. And that adhara, that adhishthanam is not that which changes every time, like how we see the changes in the world. Adhara, adhishthanam must be properly well established. And Brahman is the only power which is eternally well established, unchanging. And it is only on that platform of unchanging Brahman the changing world can express itself. Therefore, adhishthanam. Matsthani sarva bhutani, says Bhagavan in the Bhagavad Gita. Everything in this universe are established in me. Therefore, he is nothing but that supreme. Apramattaha. Another very beautiful nama given to Bhagavan. Why is he called Apramattaha? Adhikaribhyaha karmanurupam phalam prayachan na pramadyati iti apramattaha. Phalam prayachan, in giving the fruits of action. To whom? Adhikaribhyaha, to the one who has performed action. Karma anurupam. Karma anurupam meaning according to the karma which we perform. Adhikaribhyaha, to the person who has performed. Phalam prayachan. Phalam prayachan means in giving the fruits of action. Na pramadyati. That is the main word. Apramattaha meaning what? Na pramadyati. He never delays. He never delays, meaning at the appropriate time, at the right time, the karma phala reaches every single jiva. And na pramadati meaning what? He never postpones. He is not a dirgha sutri. He never postpones giving the karma phala. He never sees whether it is a right time, not right time. In fact, it doesn't mean that he doesn't see. At appropriate time, whatever happens, you will get your karma phala. You don't have to wait for it. At that particular time when you deserve that karma phala, it will come. Midnight or midday, early morning or night, evening or afternoon. When it has to come, it never sees time. That is one among the many reasons why it is said, time and tide waits for none. Karma phala also doesn't wait for time. It will come. So many things happen in a time which we never expect. Isn't it? It could have happened tomorrow morning. It could have happened yesterday. This is our commentary, running commentary. Is it not? Bhagavan never waits for tomorrow or yesterday or midnight or a day. At that particular time, tathastu, he will say yes. It will happen. Therefore, na pramadyati. Karmanurupam. Karmanurupam meaning what? According to the karma I performed, results will come. Think. Every action has got an equal and opposite reaction is what? Nothing but karma phala. You will get. Once you have performed the karma, you have to face the karma phala. When will I not face a karma phala? When the karta is no more there. Think. When the karta is no more there, karma phala will not affect that person. And when will that happen? Only a Jivan Mukta has no karma phala. Other than Jivan Mukta, every one of us have to face the karma phala. No choice. And it will come at the right time. Na pramadyati. Therefore, Bhagavan is called as Apramattaha, the one who does not postpone or prepone also. Both. Drishta adrishta phalam data apramattaha. Drishta and adrishta phalam, both. That which is seen, pratyaksha, or that which is not seen. Both are given by him and at the right time. Bhagavan is the giver of results, both seen and unseen, of all our actions at the appropriate time without delay. He is called Apramattaha. And the last nama of this 35th shloka and of the series, the 326th nama says Pratisthitaha. Pratishtha means what? Establish. We do prana pratishtha in our temples and all, where Bhagavan is sthatishtati. We do pratishtha of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is, no, it is our way of thinking that we are establishing Bhagavan. We are giving prana pratishtha to temple. He is established everywhere already. Where is he not established? Think. What is pratishtitaha? Sve mahimni sthitaha pratishtitaha. The one who is well established in himself. Most wonderful name. The one who is established himself, meaning he is unaffected by his own Maya Kalpita Jagat. Think. We are all very affected by so many things in the world outside. We say, permanent address Swamiji. Isn't it? Nothing is permanent. Why? We cannot establish ourselves properly. How long is permanent address? Until you change. When will you change? Generally people keep changing houses and they change this house also. This is also a house. Think. And this house regularly changes. In the house which you have built, you can plan, you can build, you can create all the comforts in the house, all that you can do. Not required. Renounce the house and then build another house. All that we can do. But this house, our karma, our own chooses, no doubt. But this house, the next house is imminent. You like it or no, oh, this is such a beautiful body. I don't want to leave this body. Bhagavan, every janma, same body. Why? Because we as jivas cannot establish anywhere permanently, but Bhagavan is well established. Think. Even in Bhagavatam, the word used is Bhuma. What is Bhuma? Sve mahimni pratishtitaha says an Acharya in the Bhagavatam. Sve mahimni, in my own self. Right? With that, the 35th shloka comes to an end. And this series also comes to an end. Please give me 2 more minutes. Please be with us. I am sure all of you are aware that Bhagavad Gita chanting classes have started. I hope you are aware. I hope you have gone through the first session. If not, please go through that. The second chapter will be taught this month from the 16th to 25th. 16th to 25th of every month from December. December we have already started. 16th to 25th of every month. Similarly here this January 16th to 25th we will learn to chant the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Those who have not joined, please do join and please do refer to the YouTube channel. There the first chapter is being taught. The Dhyana Shlokas plus the first chapter is being taught, and then you may please continue being with us every month in learning this great Grantha, one of the Prasthana Traya of Sanatana Dharma. Having said that, I request you also to kindly inform all your colleagues and everybody. See, today technology has given us such a beautiful occasion to sit at home and study. Let maximum number of people make use of this opportunity. Please share them all this information. With that, we come to a conclusion. 2 minutes we have. Let us chant the name of the Lord and conclude with a prayer that we meet again next month on the 1st of February for Vishnu Sahasranamam and 16th of this month for Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Narayanaya. 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 ॐ नमो नारायणाय, ॐ नमो नारायणाय, ॐ नमो नारायणाय, ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि, नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। ॐ तत्सत्। ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। Thank you very much. Hari Om.